Welcome back to Hair System DIY. I'm your host Adam, your friendly hair system expert. You might notice if you've been following my content for a while, this is a different background. This is a different bathroom to what you might have seen before. It's because we're staying with relatives for the next couple of months until our house sale goes through. It's actually all right in here. I quite like it. It's bigger than our old bathroom. The lighting's pretty decent as well, and it offers a nice bit of privacy. Now today we're going to be looking at why your hair system might not be sticking to your head, or whether it is sticking but not that well. We're going to look at 3 solutions that you can implement into your regimen which should help solve this problem. Now before we delve into this really exciting bit of content, I'd like to quickly share a message from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor, guys, is Lavivid. You can find them at lavividhair.com. You can get a 15% discount code on any stock hair system or accessories that I've negotiated with them just for you guys. It's Adam15. All the information is in the description box below this video. If you want high quality hair systems with good shipping times and top customer service, consider Lavivid. So a big thanks to Lavivid for sponsoring this video. Their sponsor helps me to keep making free content for you guys on this YouTube channel. So if you're interested in hair system, for instance, this one is a Lavivid hair system, check out the description box below. You can find the link and the 15% discount code. And while you're at it, why not give me a thumbs up and maybe a subscribe if you haven't yet. You don't have to, but again, that helps this channel grow and it helps allow me to keep creating better content for you guys. So we've all been there when we've glued the system or we've taped the system and it just doesn't stick very well, it doesn't stick at all, or it doesn't stick for as long as we'd hoped it would stick. Now there's 3 main reasons why this happens. And the first one is that you haven't shaved your hair on top. So when you wear a hair system, the hair under it that's still left does still grow. Now it's really important that you shave that hair before reapplying the system. If you've still got hair on there, the glue and the tape, it just won't work as effectively. It's designed to bond to skin. It's not designed to bond to hair. So it's really important. Now, I'm not saying you need to use a razor because I don't use a razor. I find that actually irritates the skin, but just simple clippers to shave the balding area where the hair system is going to go makes a massive difference. So I'm going to do that now. Now, obviously, this system's been on for probably about 2 weeks. There's probably a fair bit of hair there, as you can see, sort of going back even there. And there's a heck of a lot of glue as well, which we will discuss later in the video as another possible reason for your hair system not sticking to your scalp. Now, as you can see, albeit very gluey, but on the top there's a fair sort of bit of hair there growing under where the system is. And when this hair starts growing through, the bond just isn't as strong. If you're doing a rebond without shaving the hair on top first, the bond also won't be as good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash this, I'm going to clean it, and then we're going to shave it. By the way, this is what my hair looks like when I wash it without a hair system. If you're a fan of Prodigy and you love the video Firestarter, I'm a Firestarter, terrific Firestarter. Alrighty then, shampooed, conditioned, lots of hair. This needs to be shaved. This is the first most important thing to do if you're struggling with a hair system to stick as well as you like on your head. You need to make sure that you use clippers. You can use a razor if you want. I don't recommend it. It can cause afterburn or skin burn or whatever it's called. Stick to clippers, that's what I do. I've got a lovely new gold one. It feels so good when you haven't shaved it for a long time. Just when it gets a bit of length on it, it just feels so nice. And you just go around the bits that you need to where the hair system is going to cover. I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing. You guys know the drill after this point. So my head is shaved, it's all fresh. You can actually see where the hair system's been because the skin is lighter. But yeah, feeling super fresh. That's the first thing you want to make sure you do to ensure you get the best adhesion. The system on your scalp. Shave your bio hair. Number 2, you need to make sure that both the skin on your head and the base of the system are super clean. As I mentioned earlier, Glue is designed to stick to your scalp. It's not designed to stick to other glue. So you need to make sure that you've got all of the glue off your head. You need to make sure you use isopropyl alcohol, and you need to make sure that you clean the system, which is still very gluey. Now, one of my subscribers recommended I try a new technique to get glue off the base, and I'm going to give it a try now. I really hope that it works. If it doesn't, then we'll just have to use the old-fashioned method. But in this way, you put it in a sink with hot or cold water, leave it for 20 minutes, and apparently the glue just naturally comes off. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. So I'm just going to run the tap. Let that tap run, let it get a bit warm. Oh, it's warm already. Okay, we'll just let that fill up. And the plan is, I'm putting a lot of faith in this subscriber. The plan is to let this face down, settle in this, and soak for 20 minutes, and apparently all of the glue comes off. I'm going to put that face down. And by the way, I've got no products in there. There's no product in the water. It's just hot water, okay? So I'm just going to make sure it's fully submerged. So I'm going to leave that for 20 minutes, and then we're going to come back, see if it works. If not, we're going to use the old-fashioned method. Right, so I've left the hair system in the sink with hot water for 20 minutes. That was just my timer going off. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, there's still a lot of glue attached to the back. I suppose what it has done, which is positive, is that it has loosened it a lot. So I think I'm actually removing this with my hands. This is not possible when you do it the traditional way. It doesn't just come off like this. So this could be, guys, this could be a bit of a breakthrough. Now, after that hot water approach for 20 minutes, it really is coming off very easily. So I am super happy with that. I'm going to continue doing this. I will not bore you with the rest of it. And then we will come back to the system once I'm applying the alcohol. Alrighty then, so the base is clean from all of the glue. Guys, with the glue, if you could put it in the bin, don't put it down the drain. It's not very kind to them. It sticks to the insides. I always aim to put mine in the bin to avoid blockages. Now with this, we're going to clean it with isopropyl alcohol, and then I'm going to do my scalp. This is such an important step to ensuring you get the best possible adhesion from your system. So actually, firstly, I'll just do my scalp with isopropyl alcohol. If you want this particular one, it is 99%. That's pretty high, 99.9. You can get it from Amazon. The link to it is in my description box. That's for the UK Amazon. I'm sure in the US they do something similar. But you just want to make sure that is totally clean. It's really important to ensure that you get the best, strongest bond possible. Now let's clean the base with the isopropyl alcohol. I also have, I'm going to call him Henry the mannequin head. So I put the base on the mannequin head like so, and I literally just do exactly the same as what I've done on my head. So just go around it with the isopropyl alcohol just to ensure that it's clean. And I'm going to say this for a third time because repetition does eventually sink in. This glue or tape is designed to be put on a clean scalp. It's not designed to be attached to old glue. It just won't work. That's not how it's designed. And you'll probably find if you do that, it might last about 2 days and then you get a lift again or something like that. So this has been fully cleaned. Now that's solution number 2. Clean base, clean scalp, isopropyl alcohol, remove all of the old excess glue. Now, tip or solution number 3 is, if I can find it, I found it. Scalp Protector. Use a Scalp Protector. Scalp Protector I've found is really, really good, not only for protecting the scalp from the base, but also in improving adhesion. This is amazing. I use at the moment Walker Max Hold Sport. You don't need to use a lot of this. You can just literally just use one layer of it. Apply very conservatively, and it does a really, really good job. Now it can come out a little bit gloopy, And this one actually came with a little thing on top to apply it. It didn't really work too well, so I removed that and I just use a sort of paintbrush and I just sort of apply that really liberally where the system's gonna, not liberally, really conservatively where the system's going to go. Now it's a mix of various different things, copolymers, alcohol, this kind of thing, but it really is useful for if you're looking for a better adhesion, but also if your skin's a little bit sensitive to glues or tapes or hair systems in general. I use it all the time. It took me about 2 years to start. I didn't really buy the hype at first with Scalp Protector, but then I got some and I started using it, and now I can't really go without it because it gets me a longer bond. I don't have to deal with lifts as often. So that's tip number 3. Now tip number 4, this is a bonus tip for all of you who've stuck around till the end of this video. The final tip is ensuring that you get a nice even cover of glue, if you're using glue, across the whole base and on your scalp. If you miss bits, it might be that you find you get lifts early doors or you get lifts straight away. You might also get kinks. This can also happen with tape. You want to get really good even coverage on the base. So today I'm using glue. I'm using Walker Transdermal for all seasons. Let's zoom in on, let's focus in on that. Hooray! No, it's not focusing. 5, 4, 3, it's not going to focus. Transdermal, that's what it's called, okay? So the way I do it to save time is I literally hold the system like this and I nice and sort of gloop it all out. I do it in a nice circle, or a series of circles. And then I want to make sure I get decent coverage. And then I use sort of wider brush, which just gives the glue just much better coverage. So you can get these on Amazon as well. They're about £4, maybe about $6 US. And then I just, as you can see, sometimes it's just a little smiley face on it, but then I just start spreading it with this and it gives really, really good coverage across the whole system. And it's just quite economical. It allows the glue to be more economical. If you're using, for instance, a smaller brush, you just find the glue doesn't go as far. So I really just enjoy using this. And then I just sort of spread it along the bits that are missing. But I saw a couple of stylists using this particular wide brush, and it works really well. It means your glue, oops, it means you get more out of your glue. Be careful not to get it in the hair. Obviously this is a poly, so it doesn't matter as much if it gets into the hair. But if you do get it into any of the hair, you want to have like a cotton head, what are they called? Cotton bud nearby, so you can just make sure that it doesn't go into the hair. There we go. And I basically just keep doing this across. It's difficult to get this bit on camera, but you kind of get the gist. And for anyone who hasn't seen me do a full rebond, check out my tutorials playlist, because there's tons of videos that I've done where I do a tutorial of how I apply glue to the base. Now you also want to make sure that you put glue on your head, so ensure, which I've already done, and just spread that out using the same brush. And then let it dry. Obviously you need to make sure that, as I did earlier in the video, make sure that you put alcohol first on the scalp and then let it dry, then put on the scalp protector and then put on the glue. there you have it. A well stuck on hair system which should last me 2 weeks before I need to do another clean and rebond. There you have it, guys. I hope you found this helpful, insightful. Do you have any tips which you'd like to add to contribute to this video that helps the bond on your hair system? Let me know in the comments box below. If you're enjoying my content, please do subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye for now.